Yo guys, what's good? As once again with another Exos Heroes video. You might have noticed that there was no usual topic and animation going on. Well, this is because this video doesn't follow one topic but multiple. Let me start off the video with a general update. I'm really overjoyed with the positive feedback and helpful advice that I received in the last couple of videos. Thank you guys a lot, it's very much appreciated. And this is the reason I wanted to give you a general update on the channel. As you might have seen, I started a series called Quick Cuts. It's fast-paced topic explanations without any fluff. I think this format will provide most people with the important information they are looking for without taking too much of their time. So I want to make around 3 videos in that format per week. As for the bigger topics, from tomorrow I will be starting a new large-scale project and thus I'm a little bit limited on time. And because I don't want to create subpar videos, I want to set myself the goal of creating 1 or 2 of those per week. For these videos I do a lot of research, test out on my account to ensure proper information. So please don't wonder if you might see a couple of quick cuts but no bigger video. I also want to cover news, events and general cool stuff the game implements. However, I don't want to spam everybody with information that doesn't provide either my honest opinion or bring something else to the table. So don't expect me covering every new banner, all small events, etc. I will limit this either to a compilation of videos or cover large topics. If I do a larger sum, I might throw it into a video I'm currently working on or provide a larger review on the unit I was going for, like with the Rera video. Alright, I think that's about what I wanted to say about this. In summary, you can expect 4 videos per week. It might be more depending on my workload. I'm still trying to figure out the best schedule for this. But for now I've settled on Saturday, Tuesday and Thursday for quick cuts. Sundays you can expect a larger scale video. And the rest of the days, it's a surprise. If there's something important I want to let you know, I will do so, regardless of the schedule. So there might even be 2 videos on a given day. Alright, and now into some fun stuff. So here I wanted to talk about just general fun things that I encountered or played around with on my account in the recent days. As you might notice in the background, there's a video of me soloing the dragon. And this is actually going on live right now while I'm recording, so I have no idea about the result. I just wanted to test it out because the dodge ability seems really OP and she does a lot of damage. It's the dark one, so I cannot expect that she will hit more than 100,000 damage, if she even gets that far. And it takes ridiculously long. So I will speed this one up and you can see for yourself if she makes it or not and how much she gets. So I will also quickly show off her stats and we can talk about this. I will insert this information all via post so you don't have to be bored while watching this. Alright, so here you can see her gear. She has 4 faded pieces, all at level 50 besides this last one, because still need to get more abrasives. And these are her stats. So I don't know how important luck is for dodge, if it is at all, but yeah, it definitely seems to work out so far. Yo, I didn't expect that she would make it, but she did. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This does not warrant a full video by itself. It's just fun content, and if you have a Rera with similar stats than mine, I guess you can do it too. It's a little bit luck based because she could get one shot, so it doesn't work all of 3 times, but it definitely does work once. And we're continuing with some more fun stuff. Here I wanted to talk about some fun interaction with status effects. Have you guys played the arena and got destroyed by Dragonblood? I mentioned it in my PvP video, but one way to counter it is with Griesel. She is the only hero in the game, as far as I'm aware, that has blind. Blind lets the attacker miss with all attacks, and Wrath is counted as an attack. So let's test her out and see if it works and how viable of a strategy it actually is. You have to remember you need to gain the mana for high cost abilities. If she can't do that, then she won't be of any use. Here's her gear. It's not the best gear, so she got really leftover gear, and her stats are on the lower end, so I hope she can survive until she actually can use her move. Alright, let's join some PvP. So I was thinking, what team should I put her in? And I think my usual team works pretty fine. I just replaced Talia with her, and again, I hope that she survives until she can use her move. Let's get into it. And we got a Dragonblood opponent right away. I noticed recently there haven't been too many of like fully stacked Dragonblood teams. I don't know if they just jumped up so much higher that I don't reach them. I've spoken too soon. No Xeon though. So it's still a kind of annoying team, and I hope Rodley doesn't break my Griesel. So let's try to take him out pretty quickly. How did he break her? He didn't even attack yet. Man, and I didn't bring a healer. So for the next team, I definitely need to bring a healer, because otherwise it doesn't work. She's dead. She's dead. Okay, let's try this again after I finish up this fight here. Right, so now we pair her with a healer in order to actually test it. I just want to get this ability off. She's so slow though. Oh, okay. Jinai. She's also nature, so that is not good. However, just because somebody has somebody in their profile picture, it doesn't mean they use it. So this guy actually doesn't use her. But there's an FC Xeon and we have an FC Anastasia, FC Xeon, FC Anastasia, a really annoying team. And we need to trigger Ulum. Okay. Oh, my battery got hit pretty hard. And my healer got nuked. Damn. Okay, so 6 turns. I can't kill Ulum that quickly. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Okay, can we kill Ulum to get the taunt away? Still not. She's dead again. She's dead again. Stupid. I just want to try her out. Okay, let's go again and hope that there's no Ulum so we can actually use her in her intended purpose. She got one turn, one entire turn, and she wasn't able to make use of her ability. I don't know if I can test her in these kind of fights, because it's really difficult to get her even off. I might have to revise if it's an actual counter. Because yeah, maybe it works in the lower phases where you can get her going, but once you reach Challenger, there's no way. I mean, you guys saw, I tried to protect her, I tried to get her going, but it's a single target ability, so I cannot force it on somebody. Okay, oh, and she got broken again. 7 turns. Okay, so yeah, I don't think we will make it here either. This fight is even harder than the last one we faced. Like now Ullum will kick in. Oh, she didn't. My healer is dead, she is dead. Yeah guys, I don't think I can make her work. If anybody of you can, let me know in the comments if you have like a channel or something. Or even if you don't, describe how you got her working. Because I can't, for whatever reason, make her work. Is it my team setup? Is it that in Challenger it just doesn't work the same way as it does in maybe lower areas? Like sometimes I really don't understand dragon scales, because the barrier is depending on the defense that the unit has. And Anastasia has way lower defense than, let's say, Xeon or somebody. And still, look at that barrier. It was too strong. Anyway, I think that was kind of a bust. That was kind of a bust. Record nice though. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I geared her up. I leveled her up. Does she need to be 6-star? Is it worth it just to be a single target counter while you could just improve your other units? I don't know. I will definitely revise my PvP video, because at least for me, she's not a proper counter. Like, I tested her once or twice when I saw Kashino's video, but that was in lower stages where it was just like, oh, okay, there was Anastasia, it doesn't trigger, awesome. But after that, I didn't test her out anymore, so that was, what, in Crystal or something. So there, it definitely works. Once you get higher in the upper challenger ranks, and then I don't think that she can work. Whew. Sorry about the bust. Let's move on. Okay, so this I 100% know it works, because I do this all the time because it's just incredibly funny. I'm really sorry that the last one didn't work out. However, so while I know this is super gimmicky, I think it's really awesome. So, you know about reflect damage? And I think it's a horrible buff that you can have on your team, unless you want the enemy to break themselves, if they can. So if they have a dark stone and they're a dark element, then they will break themselves, which is pretty cool. Sometimes I feel reflect breaks them even though they don't have the right element, but I have no idea what's going on there. It only happens from time to time. I can't even trigger it twice in one battle, so it might be a bug or something. But look at this. So I really hope that it shows that off this time. So I want my team to get killed. Actually, I don't necessarily need my team to die. What I need is that the boss puts up reflect. And now look what happens. So I auto attack him and I triggered Wrath, right? He attacks me and I'm not broken yet. Does he have the wrong element for that? Come on, don't disappoint me. Oh, I increased the stones on my Rera, right? Yeah, that might be it, because now the last stone is not nature anymore. Ah, I messed it up. I messed it up today. Okay. So, anyway, reflect damage, super fun ability when it's against you and you have Wrath units, because every time you reflect yourself, it kind of bounces back to you and does a Wrath, and if they break you with the nature element, it becomes so much fun to see the interaction, because every turn you take damage, you Wrath them. Wrath triggers the reflect. The reflect comes onto you, your Wrath triggers again, and you nuke the boss down in like no time. I did it with a 2-man team, just with Rera and Baelish, and they nuked him down. I just needed to get to the boss, so that's why I took the full team, because I didn't want to have a bunch of failures, because I had them yesterday and I didn't want to make it manual. Okay, yeah, this is why I mentioned usually I do a lot of research. These were just some fun things I thought I would throw in the video because they seemed really interesting for interactions, but none of them worked the way I wanted them to work. So, sorry for that. However, now we're doing actually something fun. As mentioned in an earlier video, I contemplated if I wanted to summon for FC Any again. But finally I made the choice. So I want her, and even though I have nobody to pair her with at the moment, I think that will solve itself in due time. However, the chances to get FC Any will never be higher. So yeah, and I have the Zes. I only need 9 more. So I definitely get her. But let's get into it and see if I get even something better. And most people like summoning videos, especially if they don't have to blow their own money. I missed the skip, so this time I actually increased the volume properly, so we won't have a failure like last time.
On the snowy mountains, I never lose.
So right now I can't even get that much excited about legendaries because I'm only missing 4, and those 4 have the lowest chances of appearing anyway. But we got lucky with...
Wait for me.
Another Baelish! Yeah!
Money,
God,
power,
my luck continues with getting the dupes of champions that I already have. I mean heroes. Sorry about the champions, heroes. I always mess that up. Heroes. It's called Exos Heroes.
I have only done what I ought to.
If you guys have seen the previous video, you will have noticed that out of all the units I got, I think 2 of them were unique, Valar and Shell.
Uninspired, incomplete combustion.
And the rest were all busts. So let's go on. The rest were all just duplicates, and I got like my 3rd Emma, and
A new companion has arrived.
Door skip. And what I'm working on right now is 2 of the Emmas that I got. I level them up, get them to the max enhancement, and I want to see what I can get from the 6-star summons. I will obviously record that and show it off to you. It never warrants its own video, so that's just another throw-in that I put into some other video. But you can be like decently excited for that to see what's happening.
Now you see reality.
I think she is... No, I got her from combining. So she is not even the last one that I need. Still no Any though. This time she won't escape me, however. Like, regardless of what happens, she will be on my account. But I like, as everybody, I don't wish to burn my whole Zest. Oh, another faded. And...
I won't stop until I complete my revenge. Hatred is the only thing remaining within me.
Please, please stop. I don't need you anymore. I got 4 of you now. For anybody who does summons on a regular, tell me if you have the same luck. There's so many characters, even in the kind of lower brackets of the summoning, that I don't have. But so far, everything is a dupe. Like, obviously there's a bunch of higher units. Yorm. A bunch of, like, lower rarity units that I don't have, like Rudley or Jinai. I don't have a Baraka. I don't have a Jin.
A villain should be punished.
You are the villain. Okay, we have 6 more. The good thing is we will get a selection as well, so we will at least have one more chance of getting a Baraka. Baraka is probably my most wanted out of the entire pools that we could do right now. Maybe a Rudley as well. Because... okay. Baraka, Baraka, Baraka. And another dupe.
Do it right.
With that, I
Don't
finished
you dare speak to me.
my Bernadette to full transcendence. So I would prefer a Baraka over a Rudley just because of his speed, and he's the better pairing with Annie. However, a Rudley could also work. I would just need to change a little bit around in my team to not use my Sabrina anymore, because Sabrina is I think 108 speed. And
May peace be with you.
I don't even have all the rares, and all I get is dupes. Damn. Yeah, so Baraka. Jin doesn't have the same nuking capability, but at least he would be a new champion. Obviously, a Rachel would be incredibly nice. Rachel, Garth.
Would you know what true fear is?
That is new. Valentina.
I'll give you a punishment.
That is new. Frostbite 4 turns. Can't pair her up. So single target, single target. Yeah, I think on the lower end. The silence might be pretty good. The problem is, with the current meta, you cannot use her in PvP at all. Like, overtime effects are just a no-go. So, she is relegated to dungeon duty, I guess. Although my dungeon ice units are so strong that I don't know.
I guess I feel a bit confident now.
Like, some of you might have seen that I pulled FC Reed Marie, and she is basically the same besides the silence, so I'm not sure if I invest immediately in Valentina.
Was admirable.
But it was something new, so that is always good. New is always good, because who knows, maybe in 3, 4, 5 patches they bring out I don't know, a rework for a bunch of champions that are a bunch of heroes that are on the lower scale, and you never know. So new is always good. I want them all, regardless if they're good or bad.
Oh, it ended right on time.
And hopefully the meta will change at some point so that you can bring something like AoE or mediocre hitting abilities into the arena as well. Or will this be our first one where we get nothing? come on. One thing that is a little bit sad that I noticed right now is I'm not really that excited for FC any. Because, like it currently seems, there's no way I get her without the pity. And because of that,
Free yourself a bit more.
it's like, yeah, I get her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And it's just the pulls onto her. I really hope that I don't have to blow all the 9 summons. What do we get?
I will never lose.
Another Maggie. Yay.
I'm going to get revenge on the Vibra.
I have to say, even with FC Maggie, I don't think she's that good. Like, yes, she has great burst ability,
Victory for him.
but you need to get her, like, she's very, very endgame focused. Let me say it like this. Unless you got her to 6-star, put a couple of faded gears onto her that she cannot be broken immediately. She is great for dungeons, not as good for PvP. Again, current meta, PvP makes her sort of weak. And we got something more.
Hey, wanna become my doll?
My 3rd shell. Yay!
Want to see my performance?
Not excited about that at all. I think I didn't get excited about her when I pulled her initially either, because I knew she's really...
made the battle interesting.
She's really weak. Overall, from all the fadeds, I think she's the weakest out of them all, period. She has one interaction with Janai.
Incomplete combustion.
And that alone is not good enough. She doesn't have a unique passive, she doesn't have anything. Like her S1 is laughable.
Your courage was up.
I have to say, I would actually be pretty excited if I could pull one of the rares that I don't have yet. It's only 4, so the chances are really, really low.
Don't underestimate the Yellow Hood Bandit.
But I got one. So this was one that I was still looking for. Not necessarily because I want to use him, but maybe he is good. I'm currently playing around with piercing damage a little bit to see how good it is. However, like in this game, because it's really hard to see the individual numbers, it's really difficult to test. So I have to do a lot of testing with basically recording, checking the individual scales,
victory.
And then this is our last one. Can we get something good? Come on, please. Don't let this be a dud one. Give me a Baraka to pair with her.
Has arrived.
Give me a Baraka to pair with her. Don't leave me hanging, game.
Wonderful.
I'm not even excited about my 5th of her. 2 FCs, 3 regulars. It's not even joking. She's a good one though. I like her as a hero itself.
What are you waiting for? Fight me!
I think he was one that I was waiting for. He is a warrior, I think. He's one that I use for secret dungeons. Yeah, he's definitely the one I was looking for, because he's one of the Dragon Hunter champions that I don't have. Not necessarily a strong one, because it's only for the weekend, and as you saw before, you can pretty much solo it with Rera, so there's no point. This was it? This was it? We got one new champion, one new hero out of all of this? 6 pulls, 60 of those things, and nothing.
You're still bound.
Ah. Anyway, let's enjoy this animation. Oh, it's in the mailbox. Excuse me, sirs. I still want to enjoy the animation, so where is she? There we go.
Is it showtime yet?
It looks really sick.
Is it showtime yet?
Did her voice line change? Can you say something else? Stripper pole. Okay, so this is pretty crazy. If she only had mana utilization 3, she would be on par with Magi in terms of damage. However, like, this is pretty crazy. After 5 turns, afflicts target with crazy period that inflicts damage equal to 100% of current health. So if you can keep her up, that is pretty good. Silence. It's basically a 200% damage with the silence. Really nice. Really strong AoE. And especially towards the end of a fight in PvP, you can throw out your AoEs if you treat like the Dragon Blood scales carefully. Now. What will this give us?
Wait for me. Carry. Money, power, I'll have them all.
You might have money, power, but you're weak. Okay, let's collect the rest of them, and he was one of the few rares that I don't have. Okay, so because I pulled so many duplicates, I think it's time for using the re-recruit and see what we can get. Let's pair the 2 shells up and combine them. And let's just hope we get a Baraka out of this. Chance after chance after chance. Come on. Oh, regular Bala. Okay. I have the lolly already, so... Come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Give me Baraka. Talia. Okay, Talia is harder to get, I would guess. So we're still hunting for Garf, Rachel, Shufraken, Jinai, Rodley, Shekan, Ramji, Jin, Baraka. Basically this entire top row besides Rera, Bathory, and Valentina now. We got all of the rest of them a couple of times. Are they so rare? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, especially my failures to the promised fun content that I hoped it would be. It kind of feels like all three of those were kind of a little bit of busts, but I also hope you don't mind that kind of nature of video. There wasn't much information. It was more me playing around, trying to talk to the audience, and let me know what you think about this in the comments below. As you have seen earlier, I committed to a new schedule, and if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Also, give this video a like if you enjoy what I'm doing, it definitely helps a lot. As always, I will see you in the next one, and until then, enjoy the grind.